Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode from your best buddy. And we got ourselves another caricature episode, trying to find out how to draw faces. Still trying to figure it out. I got the face all set already. It's another fella, another man, another man. I think I'm going to push the features a little bit harder than last time. Maybe if I can work it properly. This is a man who I would consider very aesthetically attractive. You know, he's got good features, so that might make it a little difficult to kind of make him look odd, perhaps caricaturish. He is older. He is older now. He's got those older features, and he actually has like one of these waddles down there. You know, that's not a good way to describe it, but he does have one. Maybe we'll play with that, but for now, we're gonna. He's dressed all sharp, so we're gonna give him that sharp dress that he's got going on. Put his lapels. Wear his little lapel. There's his other one over here. And buttoned up shirt. Got a tie. All right, that's his body. That's his body. I know some caricatures they like do like the very small bodies, you know, and they're very generous with the bodies, especially if it's like a dude, a male subject that they're drawing. They usually make them like really. I don't know what that muscle was, but they make them really muscular because I guess it's funnier looking, and then their heads are just huge. But I'm not that advanced because it's like I don't even know how to make it look like the person I'm trying to draw to begin with. But anyways, what I'm going to try to do is get better at that, and that's what the whole point of the series is. So we're going to work on that right now. Here's the middle of his head. And so he does have a pronounced forehead now. His hair has been receding a little bit, so and he's got these things going on. So one there and like one there. I guess that's like the forehead, and the hair used to come to here, but now the hair's receded, so now it's like these weird lines. But we're getting it going. His eyes are quite narrow in this picture, so that's what I'm gonna go off of. He's got a very regal smile. One of those smiles where you don't show any teeth. It's barely a smirk almost, you know? It's very like, yes, I am very important, and here's my smile because I must smile. I'm gonna add the waddle. So those are his eyes. That, believe it or not, they are in fact open, and he does have these. You know who it is yet? Okay. Let's get these brows in there. They're not downstroked. They're almost flat. Flat brows there. They're quite long, the hairs of them, because he's old and there's been plenty of time for his eyebrows to grow. So that's his face, his eyes done. He does have hair. It's not like he's bald, so I'll give his hair down here. Uh, he's got very short uh sideburns. His ears they come down to the bottom of his nose, so I'll be sure to copy that. So this is starting to look like Joe Biden a little bit. I've seen caricatures of Joe Biden, and they give him the small eyes, and I agree. He does have the squinty eyes a lot of the time. But I mean, that's just something old people do a lot of the time too. Once you get a certain age, you got to protect your eyes. But I will say this is not Joe Biden. I would let you know if it was Joe Biden, assuming somebody guessed Joe Biden, but it's not Joe Biden. He's got much too much hair to be Joe Biden. Maybe. You know what? He does have a very strong jaw, so I'm going to push that out a little more. Even though in this particular picture he doesn't, but in most cases he does have a very strong jaw. I guess it's kind of died down a little bit as he aged, and he's gotten flabbier. It's terrible. But he does have that jaw and a very square chin. Very square chin. He's got a little fold there. He's got one of these folds here. His nose is very average shaped. Honestly, I might be able to get away with like giving him a very short nose. His nose is not particularly prominent, so I'm gonna like take it away from him a little bit. See if that works as a caricature decision. There's the dogs again. I don't know if you can hear them, but there they go. He's got this going on. He's got shading going on right here. I'll add like one or two of these lines on his forehead. You gotta at least have fun. If you're not gonna do well, you might as well have fun. So he's got like I mentioned that regal smile, and it's almost like he's not even smiling. He's just kind of like pursing the sides of his lips into like a kind of a crease to be like he. Maybe he's not smiling in this picture. Maybe he's just kind of squinting. This is ridiculous. Oh no! Where did it go wrong? Where did it go wrong? Oh. Okay. You know who it is yet? These lines are in the wrong spot. I made his forehead a little taller than usual. He does have a prominent forehead in this picture, but those lines were still in the wrong spot. And so he's got that receding hair. And obviously, this is the person I'm trying to draw. You know who this is, right? Let me know. Who is this? Let me know. Who is this? I mean, it's obvious, right? It's obvious. I need to work that mouth a little better. It's easier when they're like smiling with teeth, I think. This is not good. I'm in it now. Get that top brow. And then this one is kind of folded over. They both are a little bit. Not brow, but eyelid. There, it's perfect. It's beautiful. It looks just like him. It's All right, we're going on to ink. Ink, give me ink. All right. Okay, so he's got a little jaw there. He's got the big jaw. This thing, otherwise known as a chin. Give the waddle. Boop, boop, boop. Give that, give that. Top of his chin. That little space between the chin and the mouth. Please. Oh, come on. That's good. Good enough. So he doesn't really have that pinched of a brow of a what's that part of the nose called? where it goes into the brow. Whatever part of the nose that's called, that's it's not as prominent as I made it look. It's kind of looking over here. And this one over here. The bridge of the nose. The bridge of the nose isn't that prominent. He's kind of like looking off to the side a little bit. That eye's a little too open though. He's a little more close. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Give his receding hairline, not doing him any favors on that front. I mean, for how old this guy is, he's got quite a lot of hair. He's definitely not going to go bald before. Well, that's grim. I was going to say before he dies, but that's not a good thing to say. Hopefully he lives as long as he can. I don't wish him to. I don't wish him death or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm not saving myself. But yeah, he's got some good hair. He's got nice hair. It's he's rich. He's a rich fella, so I would hope he has like some sort of method of keeping his hair nice and luscious. Ears, who cares about ears? I don't think in most cases of faces and stuff, the ears are really going to be what sells the face. Because I can't think of really that many people who have ears that are prominent. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Keep it going. You can't give up. Just push it through. Because believe it or not, even if it doesn't look like anything, you're still getting better at it. You're still getting better at it. Even if you look at it and it's just like there's no possible way that. There we go. Get this bag here. Up, up. Some of these lines under his eyes. Okay. Who is that man? Do you know? Can you figure it out? Because if you can't, what's wrong with you? Is there something wrong with their eyes? It's clearly this fella. It's clearly like when the first person guesses it, if anybody even cares enough to guess, when that does inevitably happen, when I confirm, you're going to be like, oh, of course, it is that guy. It is that guy. Of course it is. And I'm going to give him a little reflective stuff just to give his eyes a little more life. There we go. It's beautiful. It looks exactly like him. Because I suck, I'm gonna go try to redeem this a little bit through shading. Uh, but honestly, this picture is very well lit, so I'm not gonna have much to go off of. Really, just the edges of things. His neck is quite dark because of that strong chin and jawline. It's just covering up everything up there. And he's got a very gray suit. Oh, I forgot to draw his tie, but that's okay. He'll be casual. He'll be casual. Get that. Quite dark neck. Very quite dark. Very quite dark neck. His hair is dark. Get that in there. It's not black, but it is dark. He's got brown hair, so that's in a black and white toned photo. that'll translate to pretty dark. Not to say that this is photo quality, but it is quite dark. If you take a photo of somebody who's got brown hair and you make it black and white, it's going to be dark. That's, I guess what I'm trying to say is brown hair is dark. Very luscious hair. He's got a nose shadow because the light source is coming from above. I'm gonna bring this down really low. It's very dark under his nose. Not that dark though. Which means that his upper lip is also. And if he had a prominent lower lip, it would also be very dark under it. Like if his lower lip was very prominent, there would be a strong shadow right there. But his lower lip is not that prominent. There we go. Some shadow under his cheeks because his cheeks are going to be blocking that overhead light. He's got some darker shadows caused by the folds of his skin. Oh my gosh. And his hair is obviously causing a shadow. So let's get that shadow in there. And imply these things that I got rid of for some reason. These things right here. That really is more of a shading thing than a line thing. Just like lips usually are. And his eyes are also quite dark. We're almost done with this one, actually, believe it or not. You know who it is. I'm always going to be asking you because some of the reason I ask is because, like, I want to feed my own ego. Because if you can tell who it is, that means I did a semi-okay job, you know? But, you know, I have no, what was I going to say? I don't even know. I'm just trying to get this guy's face. I'm just trying to figure it out. Get the background in there a little bit. It's just a blue wall behind him, really. This will help you out if you want to just, like, search the image on Google. Old man in suit in front of blue wall. Who is this? Let's figure it out, internet. Detective internet. Okay, all right. Don't go too crazy here. I was going a little too ham with that shadow there. But I mean, honestly, he this is pretty much this is it. Even though I forgot his style, we'll give his shadow for his shirt collar. You know who it is? Give me your guess down below. But that's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to like and comment down below. You know, if you haven't already subscribed, you can do that for me too. I would like that. But yeah, I mean, I do mean it when I say, like, leave a comment down below. You know, I would like to know what you guys think about this. You know, but in the meantime, that's gonna do it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye.